A federal judge has blocked the Trump administration from taking action against Harvard. Yesterday, Trump barred the university from enrolling international students since the school refused to adhere to certain demands from the administration. In turn, Harvard sued the Trump administration. And this morning, the university president writing a letter condemning their actions, saying in part, quote, "It imperils the future of thousands of students and scholars across Harvard and serves as a warning to countless others who have come to America to pursue their education and fulfill their dreams." NBC's Antonia Hylton joins us now from Cambridge, Massachusetts. Antonia, what happens now that a court has intervened on behalf of Harvard? Can international students remain enrolled?
Yes, Ellison, the short answer is they can remain enrolled, but the more complicated answer is that even with this temporary reprieve, there's going to be a hearing next week on May 27th where we'll know more about what's actually going to happen here. The reality is these students have some very difficult decisions ahead of them. You know, say you are international right now, but you've left campus because classes ended the other day, but you were planning to come back to the U.S. this summer for, say, an internship or to do some research here on campus. Well, if things change again, you may find yourself arriving at the U.S. border and get detained. That's a real possibility that I've been talking to students about right now. They also are aware that these lawsuits, they wind on for quite a while. So does that mean they'll be in legal limbo and waiting to see, constantly feeling at risk while they're trying to learn and trying to be part of campus life? I asked one international student, a sophomore, here at the undergraduate program here at Harvard, about the prospect of all of this, of potentially losing his ability to be here. Take a listen, Ellison.
I would be devastated, and a part of me is always gonna belong to Harvard, and I love learning, so I would probably do it, and I would hopefully find a university in the EU. But in this matter, I'm less concerned about myself, but more about my international friends who are from countries like Pakistan, Ukraine, Afghanistan, where it might not be safe right now to go back.
You heard from him right there mentioning that he has classmates from countries where it simply may not be safe for them to return if they were forced by this administration to have to leave campus and go back home. That's a real conversation that's happening right now on campus and from the students I've been talking to in WhatsApp groups as they rush to support each other right now, Ellison.
Antonia, you've covered this story so extensively. Can you give us a refresher on sort of how we got here? Why are Harvard and the Trump administration so at odds?
Oh, boy, I will try to condense this story for you because it has been brewing for many months, as you know, Ellison. But this began with the administration sending this demand letter, wanting to know everything from kind of being able to see the views and opinions of activists and professors on campus to being able to have potential influence over things like certain academic programs and hiring and firing decisions on campus. But the latest list of demands that they received from Secretary Kristi Noem this week was a request for all kinds of disciplinary data about students, private information that universities, by the way, don't typically have to hand over, which is why you're seeing this university not already engage with them on the lawsuit that we've already seen over the billions of dollars of aid that they've lost, but now fight again on another legal front to try to preserve really the spirit of the school and the services they provide to people from all over the world, Ellison.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.